are coming in from deep. They're making it easy on themselves for how they're lining up and tackling this Brazilian team.
And it's defined the tactics by getting that goal for Japan even further. Here's Vinny. Now, Vinny Jr.'s been outside a lot, but he spent a lot of the half coming inside with Douglas Jr. Coming forward from the left back position. I think Vinny Jr. has to get himself isolated outside with some room. Brazil's got to look to get the ball to his feet often and early, but maybe from a wider standpoint and not coming central because it's just so congested. And one of the points that I made was they're so well organized, Japan, that when a pass breaches one of their lines, they're all right there to recover very, very quickly. You see the final third entries, Brazil's going to have more of them because they have more of the ball, but it's the quality of your final third entries that count.
All right, let's make some noise for today's fan of the match, Frank Damasceno.
আজকের একটার পরে হয়তো
ভিডিও লাইভ করতেছি ব্রাজিলের খেলা লাইভ দেখাইতেছি সরাসরি ইউটিউবে লাইভ চলতেছে চ্যানেল আচ্ছা ভালো কথা দেখেন আমার চ্যানেল এটা দেখা যায় নাকি খেলাটা অনেক কপিরাইট দিব নাকি আমার কপিরাইট দিব নাকি ব্রাজিলে খেলা হলে রাস্তা আমি খেলা লাইভ দেখাইতেছি বুঝছেন
এটা ড্যাম্প যা ধীরে ধীরে আপনার স্বাস্থ্যের ক্ষতি করছে তাই ড্যাম্পের সাথে টক্সিক রিলেশন ভাঙতে ঘরে লাগান ভার্জিন মিস্টার এক্সপার্ট ড্যাম্প গার্ড ড্যাম্প ওয়ালের সাথে টক্সিক রিলেশন ড্যাম্প গার্ডের সঠিক সলিউশন
ওর সঠিক পুষ্টি নিশ্চিত করতে আমি ওকে দেই পুষ্টি গ্রো প্লাস। পুষ্টি গ্রো প্লাস বালক সন্তান পুষ্টি ও সম্ভাবনায়।
খেলা দেখতে চাইলে ভিডিওটা বেশি শেয়ার করেন সবাই খেলা দেখতে পারবেন
back to Houston. Japan, the first team to emerge ahead of this second half. They are in front against Brazil. And Brazil will be making a change at the start of this second half. No great surprise. Lucas Paquetá, who we saw hobble off, is going to be replaced by 19-year-old Hendrik.
Well, they're going to hope to get a spark from him because they definitely need one. They've run out of ideas here against an incredibly organized, collective Japan, and everything Japan wanted, for the most part, went their way. I think Brazil's going to have to get into the repress more. They're going to have to try to win the ball and create a little bit more confusion, get a little bit more width in their game. But this is set up for a beautiful second half.
The competition's most decorated nation has 45 minutes to save themselves.
Football fans, please welcome back to the pitch.
Kachi with the only goal of the game, really well taken as he drove on from midfield and fired low past Allison. The Japanese may be outnumbered in the stadium here, but they are the ones dreaming of a first knockout victory at a World Cup finals at the 5th attempt. There's confirmation of the change for Brazil, with Hendrik on for Lucas Paquetá. Mawa there still waiting for his moment, perhaps to have an influence on this particular game. Paquetá not moving at all well. He's finally got his boots sorted out, Hendrik. And here he is. Hendrik of Real Madrid, but spent time on loan at Lyon last season. And there has been a clamour in Brazil for him to get more game time, even start games, but Carlo Ancelotti has preferred to use him from the bench and listen to the roar for him. So that change has been met with a seal of approval. Let's see what kind of a difference he can make. Back underway then, Japan in the white shirts, going from left to right here in Houston. And with that 1-goal advantage. And Hendrik is on to this, first involvement for him. Cunha up there with him, touched up to Ryan. Vinicius Jr. Swirling ball, good handling from Suzuki.
That's why you bring on Hendrik. You got youthful spirit here. You got a young player that's extremely talented. The stage may be set for him to break out, but he can run at people. He can do it in tight spaces. He's a player that's got to try to lift this team now. It also brings into question, wow, amazing control from Ueda.
Ridiculous, wasn't it? Nakamura. I got a second bite at this one.
Took my breath away.
It's not a bad ball either. This is Ritsu Duan and hacked away by Douglas Santos. Brazil have only failed to score in one of their last 13 World Cup matches. That was a 1-0 group stage defeat to Cameroon 4 years back. Desperate for one now. This one has gone though. Brazil awarded a free kick, much to the dismay of the entire Japanese bench down there.
Brazil's definitely trying to make this a little bit more of a chaotic game, a little bit more of a high tempo game.
Golde, golde.
Vinicius Junior. Good ball, Hendrik. Unable to get it under his spell. And Maeda on the surge for Japan. What a run this is. He's lent his team a free kick, and it's brought about a yellow card as well for Danilo.
So Danilo and Casemiro have one. This is obviously to kill off this transitional moment. It's a professional foul. This referee's been very, very good on making sure that people understand somebody breaks out in transition and you grab them, you're picking up a yellow.
Maurizio Mariani of Italy is referee for this one, incidentally. Hiroki Ito safely back to Tion Suzuki, earning his 29th cap for Japan today. 8 clean sheets from 10 appearances in qualifying for the Japanese goalkeeper. A bit of a loose touch there from Tomiyasu, which meant the second one he was struggling to reach.
Cunha was trying to apply the pressure here. They're going to give Japan a free kick.
Japan's 8th goal at this World Cup, which equals the record for an Asian nation. A level now with Korea Republic, who also got 8 in 2002. Oh, nicely done. Casemiro getting a toe on it, and that could break rather nicely for Hendrik. And the pass not up to the required standard.
Japan's got to be very, very careful here, especially in this first 15 minutes, to keep their composure. They're finding spaces. Brazil's committing themselves forward.
Maeda on the move. Marquinhos unflustered back to Alisson.
Marquinhos is just so good. That was just effortless.
He plays the game as though he's wearing carpet slippers.
There are those defenders that are just effortless and can do things in a different way because they read the game on the next level, and he's one of them.
Just the 39 trophies he's won in 13 years at Paris Saint-Germain. Just the 39.
Incredible.
Maeda to Nakamura. That's a nice touch, but it didn't work out. From Maeda. And Brazil back on the attack with Vinicius Junior. Guimaraes. Gabriel. Casemiro. Marquinhos. Danilo.
Ball comes central. There's just a block of 6 Japanese players. Going to be very hard, even with all the talent Brazil has, to play in those tight spaces and break through and break them down.
The fact that they're defending so narrow, does that tell us they're wanting Brazil to go out wide?
It may be, but you know, if you're going out wide and you're getting the ball to the feet of Hendrik and you're getting the ball to the feet of Vini Jr. early, I don't find anything wrong with that from an attacking standpoint. He's coming in on his right a lot.
That's a good ball, and it's a really good save as well from Suzuki. Guimaraes denied.
Tremendous delivery from Danilo. First really clear chance I think Brazil has had today. It's brought the crowd back. But look at this, just put on a platter here. Timing is there, everything is there. Head meets the ball. And it's a good save from Suzuki.
Has that lit the fuse for Brazil, I wonder? Scooped in again, this time towards Vinicius Junior. Guimaraes.
Brazilian fans are back in it, there's no question.
Vinicius Junior's cut back. Cleared away. But Brazil will recycle and build again. Marquinhos.
Vinny Jr. did well there to get to the end line. I think that in combination with delivery from an inverted way is the way back for them. It's got to be a mixture.
Brazil raising the tempo now, increasing the pressure on Japan, who are dropping deeper and deeper. Ryan. It's deep, it's back across. Did it cross the line? No, it didn't. No, it didn't. Amazingly, it did not. And now the counter is on for Japan. Junya Ito, Maeda streaking through the middle. There's others up there as well. Nakamura, driven across. And an opportunity wasted. Wow, drama at both ends.
Unbelievable sequence. And Brazil, they teased out the goalkeeper Suzuki and pinballs around the penalty area. Komayasu blocks it. He doesn't even know he blocked it. This is just an incredible sequence. And then it leads to that transitional moment. But Brazil getting rewarded with coming out here with more vigor, more intent, and more urgency.
Well, luck was certainly shining down on Japan then, that is for sure. And they maintain their one-goal advantage here. Casemiro. Ryan with Danilo flying up round the back of him. Guimaraes now. And cleared by Doan.
Brazil looks a lot more alive here now. They seem to have woken up.
Real test now of Japan's defensive resolve. Ryan against Nakamura. And again, he's delivered well. They're coming in from both sides, left and right now. Gabriel, that's decent, and thumped in for the equaliser by Casemiro. Houston sways in yellow and green. The Samara has found its rhythm. The carnival has found its heartbeat. Brazil back in business.
দুই ওয়ার্ল্ড কাপে রোনালদো ফেরত।
Atmosphere in here has changed after that. Did mention earlier on that he's been scoring a lot of headers for Manchester United in the season just gone. There's one for Brazil, one that levels the game in Houston. 8 of his 9 goals in the Premier League last season, headers. And now it really is game on again.
Well, if you're Japan, you got to say to yourself, you started to defend too deep. You had mentioned that you didn't get any pressure on the delivery. You made it a little bit easy. And the more of those types of balls that were being bent in, there were warning signs prior to it. Cunha had a header that was close.
There is Casemiro, but given away cheaply. That might open the door for Maeda, but he was surrounded. Here's Ryan. Out to Vinicius Junior, puts it through the legs of Tomiyasu. Danger here. Vinicius Junior, brilliant, still off the inside of the post. And belted over by Cunha. Wow! Brilliant stuff from Vinicius Junior, but left looking at the heavens in frustration.
Just eye-popping. Through the legs, he's gone. You're not going to catch him. And then with the outside of, I think Suzuki got a hand on this. We're about to find out. He did. This is a huge save from Suzuki on Vinny Jr. to put that off the post, because that was ticketed for the lower corner. Spectacular goalkeeping from Zion Suzuki.
Well, the pace, the tempo, the intensity of the game now has gone up 2-3-fold, hasn't it?
Yeah, they brought it up another level here. They got their fans back in it now. You could feel it coming. The opening kickoff in the second half, you could just see Brazil looked a different team, ready to do more and ready to get back in this game.
Here's Wader for Japan. Ritsu Doan. Nicely done, Wader took it on the spin. Gets away from him though.
Yeah, here's the look at it. Definitely Casemiro's onside. That back post area is a beautiful place to get. You pull off and away from a defender because their eyes are on the ball. And he just does what he does best.
The right foot of Hiroki Ito playing him onside. Brazilian royalty in attendance today. Ronaldo looking on, he'll be feeling much better about how this is going now for Brazil, having seen that Casemiro equaliser.
Yeah, so Japan is rattled a bit now, and they got to see if they can get themselves a little bit more composed here, because that was an incredible wave of attacks from Brazil. Saw the obvious handball.
Vinicius Junior. Guimaraes. Trying to thread that one through. Either Douglas Santos or Vinicius Junior, but didn't reach either of them.
Yeah, there's just not enough pressure on the ball, but that with or without pressure, this is a beautifully hung up ball at the back post. And look at that leap from Casemiro. I mean, the timing of it, nobody went up with him.
Casemiro, the second oldest goal scorer for Brazil at the World Cup, behind only Bebeto.
Tremendous crossing and finishing. What an example of it. This is good from Japan here now to take a bit out of it.
Suzuki, who's made 4 saves in the match. That'll run for Maeda, making a beeline for goal. Allison there to deal with it.
He's an absolute flyer, Maeda.
Well, that's the thing. They do have a lot of pace at the top of the pitch on transitions. They are deadly, Japan.
That has to be honored, and Brazil's fully aware of it. Now we're seeing Japan trying to get organized and press a little bit higher here.
Oh, Maeda closing that one down from Allison. Hendrick.
We've seen a few goalkeepers in the World Cup get caught in possession.
Vinicius Junior. Cunha to Guimaraes. Spins away from Maeda. Danilo. Oh, it's all coming together now for Brazil. Ryan. Great skill. Cunha. Ryan delivering, and Suzuki is there. But that was like the Brazil of old when I was growing up.
Yeah, we're seeing a little bit more of the tricks and flicks and the great combination play and movement and mobility. They're definitely more alive here in the second half, but now it's got their goal. Now it's kind of settled into a period here of measuring each other again.
Well, it looked like one of the standout ties in the round of 32. It's delivered, hasn't it?
No question about it. And it's absolutely fascinating.
Mahi. He's got Marquinhos all over him. But he's got away from him. What a ball that is. No flag. Wader. Junior Ito making his move into the penalty area now, but he takes it on himself and he really hit that. Spilled by Allison. Really thundered goalwards, but it's back in the hands of the Brazilian keeper.
Yeah, it's hit with tremendous power. It took a slight deflection. It's Alisson's all the way, though. Might wonder if that was the right decision, because he did have some options getting in and around the box. He also liked the fact that he took the responsibility to try and produce a second goal for Japan.
Change on the way for Brazil. Gabriel Martinelli is down there and ready for action.
Can you imagine? Nice sub to have. Nice change to be able to make. Dipping into Gabriel Martinelli.
Vinicius Junior. And Japan are readying changes as well. Hydration break not too far away. Ryan, Guimaraes. Vinicius Junior onto Santos. Steered clear by Japan's goal scorer Sano.
But these crosses coming from wider areas, this has been a real bonus to kind of stretching out Japan a little bit more and creating little pockets of space.
Mateus Cunha is off and Gabriel Martinelli is on. And Japan making alterations of their own here. Yukinari Sugawara will be one of those to be introduced. So will Junichi Suzuki. And he is the first to make his entrance.
It's like Dewan's going out as well.
And Nakamura. Those the two to make way.
Well, now it's kind of reset to a game where Japan's playing for that moment again. But Brazil dominating all the possession.
Hydration break may well come at a good time for Japan, the way this is going at the moment.
This is the Brazil we all expected here in the second half.
Martinelli.
Everything just seems quicker, you know. The ball's leaving their feet quicker. Their decision making's quicker.
Ryan getting much more success down that side as well. Didn't see a great deal from him in the first half, but much more positive in the second. Beautifully poised this now. Casemiro. Ryan again getting the cross in. Martinelli with the outside of the boot. Casemiro, he's spotted Endrick. It's flicked away, few appeals for a penalty from behind that goal. And the referee tells Hendrick to get back up off the floor.
We had about 60,000 fans also appealing for that penalty as well. I can't give that. He's won the header. It's a little slight nudge there, but nobody's given that.
Well, it's riveting. We've hit the hydration break. This game got top billing, and it's delivered. Japan in front, Brazil now level. It's game on for a place in the round of 16.
অনলাইনে গেমের নামে অবৈধ জুয়া খেলছেন, তিলে তিলে সব হারাবেন। অবৈধ জুয়া খেলবেন না, হবে জেল, জরিমানা।
হ্যালো ফুটবল লাভার, আমি শেখ মোসালিন। ঘরের দেয়াল রাঙিয়ে তুলুন ওয়ার্ল্ড কাপ টিম রিলেশনশিপ। জিতে নিন আমার সাথে ফিফা ওয়ার্ল্ড কাপ সেমিফাইনাল লাইভ দেখার সুযোগ।
নুডলস খান নাই? তাহলে তো নুডলসই খান নাই। নুডলস খান নাই
তো নুডলসই খান নাই।
সেন্সিটিভিটি আমার নাই, আছে হোয়াইট প্লাস প্রো সেন্সিটিভ। দাঁতের সেন্সিটিভিটি বলে খান মন খুলে। It's really hot today. Enjoy double flavor polar ice latte.
পোলার, মন ভালো থাক।
এটা ড্যাম্প যা ধীরে ধীরে আপনার স্বাস্থ্যের ক্ষতি করছে, তাই ড্যাম্পের সাথে টক্সিক রিলেশন ভাঙতে ঘরে লাগান ভার্জিন মিস্টার এক্সপার্ট ড্যাম্প গার্ড। ড্যাম্প ওয়ালের সাথে টক্সিক রিলেশন, ড্যাম্প গার্ডই সঠিক সলিউশন।
সারা দেশে সবাই হতে চায়। প্রতি সপ্তাহে 50 জন সর্বোচ্চবার বিকাশ পেমেন্টে জিতে নিচ্ছেন টিভি, স্মার্টফোন, স্মার্ট ওয়াচ সহ আকর্ষণীয় সব প্রাইজ।
Lucas Paquetá, who is nothing more than a spectator now with that left leg heavily strapped, heavily iced. And when you get games like this, you never want them to end, do you?
You definitely don't. We're seeing something special here today. And the way this tournament was set up, yeah, it was expanded to 48 teams, but what that does is that sets you up for 16 games of consequence. And we're at a great one right now, and there are two more great ones today. Germany, Paraguay, and then...
আজকে রাত 1টার পরে হয়তো